Hi guys, and welcome to the match review of the Burnley Manchester United game. We got the win. It wasn't a great game, let's be real, but we managed to get the results, and now we're top of the league, so I'm happy. I don't know about you guys. How you doing, Kai, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Very happy.
And Mehdi, it's good to have you back. I've obviously not been on with you. I'm standing in, guys. I know you're like, who am I? I'm standing in for the other guys. Ahmed was meant to host, but a couple of things come up. So how you doing, Mehdi? You okay?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks, guys, obviously, for tuning in. It'd be good just to hear your views in the comments. But first of all, we're going to talk about the man of the match. And Kai, I want to come to you first. I mean, you're new on here. Everyone's more than welcome to come on. The guys who are watching just now, like, subscribe, and follow on like all the socials. Trafford Talk on everywhere. So Kai, I'd like to hear your man of the match today. For me, I'd go for Pogba. He was just a class above everyone. Surely you guys can agree.
I'm gonna say Pogba as well. He was good for the whole game, and obviously he gets a lot of stick. He gets a lot of stick all the time, but today he actually produced like for the whole match. He made a lot of. He was the best player on the pitch. Yeah, literally everything went through him. Like today, we didn't even miss Bruno. Normally, Bruno's the guy to obviously get us through games, but today Pogba was the guy that was actually made everything happen, and he scored the winning goal. So
yeah, how good was he? I mean, we've obviously seen like glimpses of Pogba in the years, but I mean today with that goal, I know it was a deflection of Lowton, Matthew Lowton, but I'll take it. I'm pretty sure you guys will as well. I mean,
100%,
deflection, yes, but I mean, I wish I've had Robbie Brady sent off, but we'll get to that anyway. But Mehdi, what do you think about the man of the match? I want to hear your guys in the comments as well. Who is your man of the match?
I think it's got to be Pogba because of his goal and his all-round play, but I think Shaw should be probably up there, especially them last moments where he won that header and he won his free kicks. But I think Pogba, because apart from his goal, which it was a good goal, I think he won us a lot of free kicks. He slowed down the game, especially after we went 1-0 up. That's what we needed to control the game, control the tempo. And I think all round defensively, attackingly, I think he was our best player.
Yeah, do you think Shaw should have got sent off for that tackle? I mean, it took over 10 minutes. I know you mentioned Shaw there for man of the match, but I mean, I think they play a risky game about slowing it down because, I mean, Gary Neville didn't have a clue. He kind of looked out his depth tonight. But yeah, what do you think about that? Because personally, I would have said yellow card. I mean, it didn't look great, did it? But I think Shaw got a part of the ball, and slowing it down, it made it look worse. And it obviously, I think they play a risky game doing that because it doesn't show like the overall kind of look at the attack and how quick the ball's moving, how quick the player's moving towards it. So, what do you guys think about it?
On first glance, I saw he got a little bit of the ball, but obviously when you slow it down, it looks like a really bad tackle. Like he caught him high up on his leg, but I saw that he got a part of the ball, so I was pretty confident. Even though I thought it was going to be a red, I was confident he would only get a yellow for it.
Yeah, Mehdi, what do you think about it? Because I mean, it was mixed opinions.
In my opinion, I don't think it was a foul because you can see he played the ball and then yes, he followed through, but I don't think there's anything he can do with a follow through. He can't really move his leg out of the way.
I agree with that.
We have to remember when it's being slowed down, it looks way worse. So there's nothing you can do, to be honest. But it was a foul, yellow card. I would never give him a red card for that.
No, definitely not.
No way.
I mean, probably I'm being biased, but I mean, you go up the other end and Robbie Brady literally hacked Cavani down to stop a goal-scoring opportunity. Like, I mean, you could assault someone after there's been an offside, after there's been a foul, after there's been misconduct, whatever. And as long as that's happened before it, I mean, you've seen the Van Dijk one where Pickford literally assaulted him and put him out for the rest of the season. I mean, it looks like they can get away with anything. Just now, it's absolutely crazy that that's allowed to happen. The fact that whenever, after the ball's played and there is an infringement made, let's be honest, I mean, they say it did happen and we disagree with it, but it went ahead. Really, anything can happen. So if I run up in 2 foot, I don't know, Cavani, put him out for the rest of the season, that's okay. Because that's what the rules say. Doesn't make sense to me personally. But I mentioned him there. I want to talk about Cavani. because for me, I absolutely love Cavani, and whenever he came, I thought, wow. I mean, I get quite a lot of likes for it. I thought I put a post up on Twitter about Cavani possibly being the next Falcao, and I mean, it was hard to be positive, to be honest, because it was a last minute deal, and I mean, we could have signed him 18 months before. But I mean, what do you think about his influence just now? Because I think he completely changes the game.
He's different to the other strikers we have. So he's different to Greenwood, Martial, Rashford. His movement is just quality. He's got better movement than all of them. So when he plays, you know that he's going to get into space. And obviously, he created a few chances today. Unlucky not to score a few of the chances that he had. But he's different to all the other strikers. So I agree. He's had a positive influence since he's arrived.
Yeah, it was unfortunate not to score, especially with the one whenever he came inside from the corner and
and curled it just over. Yeah,
it just went over. I mean, whenever I see Cavani with the ball at his feet in the box, you're like, sitting on the edge of your seat, you're like, this is going to at least trouble the keeper. I mean, I know that one didn't, but how many Burnley players were actually in the box at that point? I mean, that kind of summed up our game tonight. Whenever we got the goal, it was a relief. The fact we actually managed to score finally, wow. Relief, 3 points clear at top. I mean, I know Man City are obviously 8 games in hand, but we'll still be top. And I mean, everyone, we'll have the Liverpool preview coming up Saturday at 5 p.m. Tomorrow. No, it's not tomorrow. What am I talking about? Saturday. And I probably won't be on that, but I'll need to find my way onto this review for the Liverpool game because I'll have so much to say about it. I can't wait for this game. I mean, it's the biggest game of the season. We need to win. No point of drawing. We need to go out, win, pick up 3 points.
If we win, we're right in this title race. It's in our hands. Just got to keep winning.
Just need to keep doing it. I mean, Liverpool managed it last year, Man City year before. You need to pick up points against the big teams to win the league. I know that sounds self-explanatory. Yes, you probably can miss some points like here or there. Because I mean, this league, not everyone's winning every game. Let's be real. I mean, we lost. We went on a bad low streak at the start of the season.
Exactly. Look where we are now.
It's looking better. So yeah, I just want to hear, maybe what do you think about Cavani? I kind of went off there in a tangent, but what do you think about Cavani? Because there was mixed opinions, as we all know, about Cavani coming in.
I think at the beginning when we signed him, it was clearly a panic buy, and to be honest, I thought he would flop. I thought it'd be, like you said, another Falcao, but he does offer something different to our strikers, Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood, and his experience is vital to this team. Like what he offers to this team, I don't think people understand the importance. Like he's got hold up, he's got hold up play. He can link the play. He can drop deep. He's basically a natural centre forward, and that's what I think we're missing at United. It's just a shame he's a bit old now, but I'm happy to have him at Man United right now.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his technical ability in the box and you think, I mean, we missed him over those 3 games. That's why I was thinking about this throughout the full game.
If we had him against City, it would have been a different game.
Yeah. It's the way it is. I mean, personally, obviously, I'm against all sort of racist.
Yeah, but I don't think he meant to be honest. In all fairness.
No. Yeah. It was taken in a different context.
Different in where he comes from. Different words.
And the Uruguayan national team, and I mean, they brought out a bottle of wine to actually.
I saw that.
Whatever it was, Cavani to kind of back him almost. Part of their culture, and I feel as if the FA had to. I can't really blame the FA. I mean, they kind of had to act on it because.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure it was kick it out. I'm sure they put in appeals and they're obviously quite a big body that can fight against that. But yeah, nothing we can do about it. Hopefully learn from it. I mean, get education and move on. And hopefully, I think Cavani has to start every game.
He does.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Cavani. No, sorry, Martial quickly just now as well. And I mean, I want to hear everyone's views on this because he's been out of form, and I've been talking about this for a while. I kind of brought it up. And one of the most recent community podcasts that I was on with, I was on with Bobby, and I mean, you look at it and you think, how's he still in this starting 11? Like, explain to me how.
I think it's because we haven't got that many options. Like obviously we got Greenwood, but he's quite young and he obviously can't start every match. Dan James hasn't really produced, so we obviously haven't got that right wing we're looking for. If we get a right winger, then Rashford can go back to the left and then Cavani up front. Because I can't believe Martial's, like last season, he was unstoppable. So I don't know how his confidence has just dropped off. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, Mehdi, what do you think about Martial? Because I mean, it's been going on for a while. For me,
I think right now it's just a lack of confidence, and it's up to him to get that confidence back. Whether he puts in more work at training or he asks for more advice from the coaches, I don't know what it is, but I don't think, in my opinion, he should be starting right now. I understand he's important in our squad, but I think Ahmed Diallo that's come in, if he gets a good couple training sessions, and Solskjaer said that he wants to look at him, he might put him in the first team, put him on the right, Rashford on the left. Because I don't like seeing Rashford on the right. He's not as, like, he doesn't produce much as when he's on the left.
Very true.
He did get his assist from the right today, but other than that,
yeah, he was quite poor today. Yeah.
Martial did Rashford did look kind of lost. On the night, and I mean, you can't really blame him. I mean, he's asking to get played in a different position from what he's used to, and I mean, I used to play football. I'm not that good anymore, but I mean, I didn't used to like to play anywhere apart from right back, and pretty sure you guys can agree. Like, if you did play football, or you still do,
I used to.
You want to play. That's for example. I wouldn't want to play left back. It's just kind of different.
Not the same.
And Gary Neville did kind of talk about it, and he did say, like, he's only got one option really to go down the wing and get it in. He can't cut in on his left and shoot. He's not got that in his locker.
Exactly.
But I mean, that's why we need Jadon Sancho. And I say this every single podcast.
Should have got him last year. I don't know how we haven't got him already.
It's anyway. That's for a different day. That's for transfer talk, whatever. More guys that are way more qualified than me to talk about transfers, but that's just who I want personally. But yeah, back to Martial. I think that just now, I mean, maybe you did say that Martial recently is looking very off, and it's up to him. But is it up to him? Because now he's in his mid-20s. You can't say he's young anymore. Is he maybe past it at United?
He hasn't kicked on. He hasn't kicked on since he broke on the scene. When we first brought him, I thought he was going to be a superstar. When he first came to us, I thought, this player, he's got everything. Like, he's got everything that you could want as a footballer. I think he's just lazy at times. He just doesn't. Sometimes he acts like he doesn't want to be there. Like, when I see him on the pitch, like he looks like he just sulks a lot when he doesn't get his own way. I don't know what he's like in training and stuff, but he just looks like he doesn't give it all in matches.
Yeah, I think it's almost as if like Martial was from the old United teams. Like, I'm talking post Sir Alex Ferguson as well, though. And that kind of time frame where we had players who you didn't know if they wanted to be at the club, you didn't know if they were just for money. I'm not saying Martial is like that. I think it's maybe just
I don't think it's like that. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's like it's confidence as well. Because last season his confidence was higher than this season.
Maybe talk to me about that. The fact that is it Martial's confidence? I know maybe you did say that, but is it just down to his confidence? Is it down to his ability? Because I mean, is he going to score 25, 30 goals a season? Or are we going to need to rely on Cavani to do that? I mean,
I don't think he's a striker. I know he had last season, he played very well, but technically I don't think he's a striker. I think he's better off the wing.
Yeah, but he cries like a baby though if he doesn't get to play up front.
Yeah, I know.
So I just don't understand how he'll fit in up front.
We're either gonna have to, I don't know, he's either gonna have to improve or we'll have to think about selling him, I think. Because he's had long enough. He's been here for 5 years or something. 5 years now he's been at Man United. So, and he hasn't really progressed like he should have. So I think like come the summer, if he hasn't really improved, then maybe we need to just cut the losses and try and. We definitely need a striker there. Obviously Cavani's there, but he's getting on a bit. We need a 30-goal striker.
Haaland.
That's something we definitely need. We should have got him. We had a chance to get him as well. If we had got him, we'd have been fine right now.
Yeah, Mehdi, what do you think about talking about Kai's point about the fact that, I mean, Martial, should he move on? What do you think about him? I mean,
I think give him probably one more season. I love Martial. I love him to bits, but I think
so do I.
I think he's probably got one more season in him to prove himself, and he's hitting the prime age for a striker. He's what, 26, I think, 25. Strikers peak at around this age, so he needs to start kicking on, because last season we saw what he done. We saw he got 20 plus goals, and that's what we need consistently. But I kind of agree with what you said about sometimes he sulks. But last season, I think he didn't put foot wrong. I think he was our best player. Bruno, Bruno won it, but I think Martial should have won it. He was consistently for the whole season our best player. And he was working his bollocks off, but I think at times he just like sulks, and maybe that's had an effect on his performance.
True.
But is he maybe been like too kind of negative by the way he plays? I mean, I've never seen Martial smile. Don't know about you guys.
No, you don't really smile.
but what I'm saying is like the fact, does it? I mean, we kind of maybe get the fact, he doesn't look as if he wants to be here or whatever, because it's just kind of the way he is. But you need to think, is Martial the right striker for United? Because I mean, I feel as if I've been saying this for years, year after year. I've been saying, we'll give him another year. Let's see how he goes. Let's move his position. Let's get another striker. But he's on high wages, so how can we afford? I'm going to put that out. How can we afford Martial in this climate just now? Whenever we could go out and sign a Haaland, possibly. I mean, I don't know if it will happen, obviously, or not. But do we have the capacities to hold on to Martial on high wages for someone who's really not performing to the level they should be? Can you talk to me about it? Because I mean, again, it's another one for mixed opinions. Probably from United fans. I mean, you get your Martial FCs, everyone knows them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a hard one.
Yeah,
it's a hard one to. Personally, like I love him. He's a when he's on form, he's great. But just right now, he gets so much chances as well. The thing is, like today, he had like 2 or 3 good chances.
Yeah.
So he should have a lot of goals already this season. It's been so many games where he's had 3 or 4 like clear chances. Like the PSG game, for example, that big chance he missed. He misses a lot of chances this season compared to last season, where he's putting those chances away. For some reason, his confidence has gone down. I don't know if he's got any like personal problems. I don't know if something's going on off the pitch, but something's definitely wrong. Because how can you go from one season to be scoring all those goals to this season, where he's only got about 5 or 6 goals for the season? Only 2 in the Prem. That's not good enough.
It's costing us games. I mean, maybe like the Champions League costing us games.
PSG game, if you're taking that chance, that's going to be the difference between us going through.
And I mean, I don't know if I'm going to move on at this point. And I mean, I don't know if it was possibly an injury whenever they took the shot on, but
the last shot, yeah.
I mean, that could have been a draw tonight. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
true. Very true.
Burnley don't have like the raw ability to just bang goals in, and so probably not. But hypothetically speaking, that could have costed us the game.
Very true.
We would be absolutely slaughtering Martial just now. I can guarantee you.
That's good.
One player, and it would be Anthony Martial. Yeah. Because tonight he looked lost. And yes, you can probably get it away against teams like Burnley, Sheffield United, Fulham's. But whenever it comes to the match next week, I mean, I'm a bit nervous for it, but I think we're better fitted with Cavani up front.
Yeah, I think that's what will happen anyway. We'll probably play on the wing if anything.
Yeah, so I want to talk about like the injury concerns, because I mean, obviously we saw towards the end, very unfortunate, the man Matic went down, looks as if he's holding his groin. And obviously Martial, I mean, I don't know if it was whenever he took the shot, it looked as if after he took the shot, kind of pulled off in a weird way. Yeah. Maybe I'd quite like to hear your views about how this would obviously affect the team going into the Liverpool game.
I think it won't affect us that massively, because I think Solskjaer is probably going to play Fred and Pogba against Liverpool, and I think that's what I do. We need good ball retention against a side at Liverpool, and I think Matic at times is too slow moving the ball on. We can get away with it like teams against Burnley that don't really press us that highly, but Liverpool, they're going to have a high press, so we're going to have to move the ball quickly, and that's what Fred's good at. And for Martial, it's a shame that he's injured, but if he's good and fit, then play him. If he's not, then I'd rather play Greenwood or James.
Greenwood or James. I mean, I think James, I think he gets a lot of stick.
Yeah.
And I do like Dan James. I think he's
a lot of stick.
in a really hard situation just now because, I mean, he's basically our only right wing, our only natural right winger or left winger. I mean, it's hard to say. I've not watched much of Dan James pre United.
Yeah, true.
But I go back to my point. We need a right wing.
Yeah,
and
100%.
we keep giving this squad player, we keep giving this
badly
squad
the right
player
way.
and 18-year-old Greenwood whatever stick. We keep giving Rashford stick because he played out in the right tonight. We need someone to fill that gap in the right. It's not good enough, and it's costing us games. It's costing us chances. It's never going to. It looks as if it's never going to end with all this. And I don't think James will start as you said. I mean,
no, probably not.
Probably more preferred to go with Greenwood. Hopefully he'll manage to kind of get a shot on goal. He seems to always score. But yeah, I'm trying to not talk about the Liverpool game as much because on Saturday, obviously, Cam is hosting the match preview where all the fans will be coming on talking about the game. So guys, obviously, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, turn post notifications on because we'll be live at that point talking about the game. Shivering, scared, but hopefully at the end of the day we'll be 6 points clear. But
hopefully.
one player who can do this, and I think you know who it will be without me even saying this. How good was Bruno Fernandes tonight? And I mean, personally, I don't think he was even like
he wasn't even
at the top of his game.
Not really.
But he was winning aerial duels against like Ben Mee, Westwood, who's very consistent. All these kind of guys who literally play for aerial battles, and that's what they want. And Bruno Fernandes kept ball retention was great. He always fought back, won headers. I mean, what's your thoughts about Bruno? Obviously, like just that game today. I mean, it was amazing for me.
When his best game, but like you said, he's still like whenever he gives the ball away, he was running back, he was winning headers. He was still working hard, so even though it wasn't his best game he's ever had for us, he still always makes a difference. Without him, I don't even know where we'd be right now.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be top of the league. I know that.
Yeah, Mehdi, what do you think about Bruno just now? Obviously, I mean, I don't think anyone's got a bad word to say about him.
I think today's performance went under the radar a bit because he didn't get a goal or assist. But I think it was probably at like 70% today. But what I like about Bruno the most is that he never lets his head drop. If he loses the ball, he's the first one to go run back and try and win it. And that's what we need from every player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Because we need to act like champions. Teams need to start like being scared of us. Ever since Fergie's gone, no team's been scared of coming to Old Trafford or versing us in general. We need to bring the fear factor back.
Very true.
Yeah, and that is worrying, the fact that no team is scared of us. I mean, we're not underdogs. Everyone knows who we are, but teams are still willing to come out and play. I mean, we saw it today with Burnley. I mean, in the first maybe let's say 20 minutes, Burnley, I'm not saying they looked amazing, but for Burnley standard, they looked as if they were able to kind of get on the ball and play a bit of football. And we were playing towards our strengths as well. We were going in for the duels, for example. Look, Shaw's one, and I mean a lot of aerial duels as well. But we can't do that against Liverpool. We need to get the ball down, play it. That's why we need players like Pogba.
Yeah.
And throughout the rest of the season, we need players on the park who can play with the ball at their feet, get it about, get it moving quickly, and get us goals. Sounds simple, but it's really not. Only certain players in the team can do it.
Very true.
And we all know who it is. So I just want to, I mean, this is just a wee quick one tonight. I mean, not much to talk about. Burnley, probably the most boring team ever to play in the Premier League. Apart from Stoke. But what's your overall thoughts from that game? Like, what positives would you take from that game, and what would you also move on later on the Liverpool game and think what we need to improve on? So, Kaya, I want to start with you.
Obviously today, I think defensively we weren't too bad today. I think Eric Bailly playing is a big plus. He has to play against Liverpool. If he goes back to Lindelof, then we're not winning the game.
Yeah.
Eric Bailly has been great since he's come in, so we need to keep him. That was a positive from tonight. Defensive wise, we were pretty good today. Obviously, Pogba, very good. Bruno, Cavani played well. But yeah, I think all in all, it was a good game. Obviously, it was Burnley, so it wasn't much of a test. They just like hit long balls into the box, and we need to do a lot of heading. But there wasn't much negatives from the game. But obviously, against Liverpool, we're gonna have to be a lot better. We're gonna have to obviously keep the ball. Can't be giving away any sloppy passes or making any mistakes because Liverpool have got the players that will punish us. So against Liverpool, we have to be for 90 minutes. We got to be. Our heads got to be screwed on for 90 minutes. No, like I said, no silly mistakes. Everyone's got to be running, giving everything for 90 minutes if we're going to win the game. That's our best. Everyone doesn't play well, we're not going to win.
And Mehdi, what would you say is your positive you took
think-
for that game on to the next one?
Obviously, we take the 3 points. We take momentum. I'm pretty sure we're undefeated in all our away games in the Premier League. So
Yeah.
that's a plus. Everyone in the team should be confident. We're on a good run apart from the City game. I think we should go there, attack them, and we should win the game. Bailly has to start. That's the most important. If Bailly doesn't start, I don't think we'll win the game.
We're not. No, we're not.
No, how good has Bailly been recently? I mean, as I said, I mean, I thought Bailly had to go, always injured, can't stay fit, the guy. I mean, it's a shame, but we desperately need him in a game like this where he can just put his body on the line, win us the ball. Yeah.
Can't afford him to
be
injured.
Yeah, as you say, I mean, Lindelof's in a game.
He's not bad, but you can't play him in that kind of game. Him and Maguire together, there's no pace. Get exposed.
Lindelof's just very okay. I wouldn't say he's like amazing. I wouldn't say he's not really bad.
Bailly looks good. Bailly makes like everyone he plays next to look good. It makes Maguire look better when he plays next to him.
Yeah, I think Maguire was also very unfortunate to get his goal as well. I mean, Eric Peters went down like just
that was never a foul. I don't know how that was good.
It was crazy that wasn't given. So I think we were very unfortunate tonight not to get maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yeah,
not much in it, not much to talk about. But guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm not going to hold these back any longer. I'm just constantly thinking about the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't already, guys, please like, subscribe, follow, and I mean, obviously, go on YouTube, help us out over there. We're trying to grow, try to get as many fans on as possible. I mean, you guys know it. We're just trying to give guys opportunities. And yeah, I'm just going to call it a day there. So thanks, Kai and Mehdi, for coming on.
No worries.
More than welcome anytime.
Yep.
See you later, guys.